A Huntingburg couple is displaced after an overnight fire. More on what happened. Plus, tomorrow marks a historic day for the former St. Joseph's Hospital property. And Courtney Canese discusses Mentors for Youth tonight on Inform. All of that and much more is up next here on the 18 WJTS News. Hello, I'm Bradford Raths. We begin tonight with a Huntingburg couple being displaced from their home after fire broke out last night. Just before 9 o'clock, the Huntingburg Volunteer Fire Department was called to the Jim Gatwood residence in the 100 block of East 22nd Street. Huntingburg Assistant Fire Chief Glenn Kissling says the fire was reported by a passerby. Kissling says Huntingburg police contacted Gatwood to inform him of the fire, as nobody was home when it started. Kissling also says crews were able to identify the cause of the blaze.
It looks like we had a fire started in the laundry room downstairs, and no one was home at the time. They admitted putting laundry into the washer and the dryer before they left. And dryer looks to be the apparent start of the fire.
Kissling says by the time fire crews arrived, the fire had spread from the basement to the first floor and part of the second floor of the home. Kissling says the house sustained heavy smoke damage throughout, along with structural damage to a bathroom above the laundry room. He says all of that damage likely makes the home unlivable for the foreseeable future. Now, nobody was hurt in this fire, and fire crews were on scene for more than 2 hours last night. Huntingburg Police, DuBois County Sheriff's deputies, Memorial Hospital EMS, and Huntingburg Utilities all were called in to assist. A Jasper woman wound up in jail after crashing near the Huntingburg Airport Wednesday afternoon while driving under the influence with a toddler in the vehicle. At 3:30 yesterday afternoon, DuBois County Sheriff's deputies were called to an area along US 231 just south of the airport. Sheriff's deputies say 32-year-old Rebecca Long had been going northbound on the highway at the time of the crash. Long told deputies she was trying to pull over to let her 3-year-old son go to the bathroom when she lost control of her car and hit a ditch. During the investigation, deputies found that Long had been driving under the influence of alcohol and possibly other substances. Long failed a field sobriety test, and a blood draw at Memorial Hospital found that her BAC was 0.22%, nearly 3 times the legal limit. Long was arrested and booked into the DuBois County Security Center. She faces a felony for OWI endangerment. Now, deputies say the charge is a felony since her son was in the vehicle with her when the crash happened. No injuries were reported. Tomorrow marks a historic day for the city of Huntingburg. Miller Valentine Group and TRICAP will be hosting a groundbreaking ceremony for the ongoing conversion of the former St. Joseph's Hospital building into senior living units. Work on the project has been underway since last week. Now, the groundbreaking ceremony will take place at 10:30 tomorrow morning. Mayor Denny Spenner says the project will be important to the city in more ways than one.
It's just going to be a significant project for it addresses the housing need in our community, which everyone talks about the housing needs in DuBois County. This is one project that will help address that. But also, it's just revitalization of the former hospital, which has sat vacant for several years. It's the first step in the revitalization of the north side.
Spenner says the hospital project is also a major part of the Stellar Communities process. He says the project was originally slated as one of the Stellar projects, but progress moved ahead of the Stellar process, thus this became a standalone effort. Spenner says in addition to Pete Schweigerott and project firm Miller Valentine Group, there are several other people who deserve credit.
I want to say that also Joyce Fleck from TRICAP, and again, this is a partnership that has formed. TRICAP has taken the lead as helping to manage that project down the future, just as they do Stork Place over here at on 4th Street. But without TRICAP and Joyce and Neil Elkins and that group, this project wouldn't be happening.
Tomorrow's ceremony will feature numerous speakers, including Spenner, TRICAP Executive Director Joyce Fleck, and 8th District Congressman Larry Bouchon, among others. Miller Valentine says the new development, which will be known as the Lofts at St. Joseph's, will generate nearly $4 million for the local economy, while creating 68 new jobs. And finally tonight, Governor Mike Pence has signed into law a bill restricting state government from infringing on a person's religious beliefs despite criticism that it could allow discrimination against gay people. Pence's action earlier today made Indiana the first state to enact such a change this year, among about a dozen others where such proposals have been introduced. The measure would prohibit state and local laws that substantially burden the ability of people, businesses, and associations to follow their religious beliefs. Now, some national gay rights groups consider the Indiana bill among the most sweeping of this year's state proposals. Organizers of a 50,000-person gamers convention and a large gathering of the Christian Church Disciples of Christ have notified Pence that they're considering moving events out of Indianapolis due to this bill. All right, coming up after the break, an early preview of your weekend forecast, and later, Courtney Canese discusses Mentors for Youth. We're back after this.